You're listening to Look Who's Ranting Now with your host, the baddest man in the podcast land,
Wrong one.
Artiste Cologne.
Wrong. We back again.
That's what we're doing?
It's a remix. It's the remix. Yeah, it's chopped and screwed. Houston style.
Uh-oh. Guess what day it is? Guess what day it is? Huh? Anybody?
Topic Tuesday on Look Who's Ranting Now.
And every single Tuesday, every time I'm hosting, I'm going to let the beat ride. Every single time. Welcome to Topic Tuesday. It's your girl, Your Good Karma. Thank y'all so much for joining. Got today in the studio with me, Like a Bug, our social media, everything. She is the most consistent person on our team. Shout out to Like a Bug. How are you tonight?
I'm great. How are you?
I am doing wonderful on this Tuesday. We're about to get into some things. I don't even think y'all are ready. Also, to my right side, the man with the vision, big dog, man with the plan, Artiste Cologne. How are you tonight?
Doing pretty good.
I'm glad you're doing good. I'm glad you're here. Thank you for everything. Thank you for everything. I don't know if I said that in a while, but I appreciate you. I appreciate you being nice tonight.
Thank you. Great host here.
Shout out to everybody joining. Listen, today we're going to do Celebrity Tuesday, Celebri-Tea. There's been some just interesting stories that I want to talk about. Usually on Tuesday, we get pretty deep and pretty, it'd be a deep conversation. So I said, let's keep it light this Tuesday because we went way deep with the guy stuff last week. We was in that thing. So the first story we're going to talk about, we're going to say RIP to Suzanne Summers. If you don't know who that is, she was Christy from Three's Company. She passed away. She lost her fight to breast cancer. So just a moment of silence for her real quick. Listen, I don't know if y'all used to watch Three's Company, but I used to love Three's Company. Did you watch that show?
Nah. About her.
Who are you?
I just ain't.
So you don't even know who Suzanne Summers is?
I've heard the name.
Oh my God. She was on Step by Step as well.
Step by Step. Well, who was she?
The mom, I believe.
Okay.
You still don't know who she is. I want you to look up Suzanne Summers.
Stephanie and the twins. I mean, in the twins, right?
Who?
Stephanie.
That is what? That ain't Step by Step. That's House, whatever it is. No, that's not the same.
The twins ain't. The Olsen twins ain't.
No, that's Full House.
Oh,
bro, where did you grow up?
Here.
No, you didn't, because there's no way you didn't watch Three's Company. Anyways, moving on to another story. Does everybody know who Alec Baldwin is?
Yes.
I do know that guy.
Everybody should know who Alec Baldwin is. So Alec Baldwin, in 2021, he was creating a film called Rust.
Yeah.
Okay. So he was creating a film called Rust. There was an accident when he was creating a film. He ended up shooting one of the producers and she died. Okay. Yeah. How it normally works on set when people are working, they have an armorer on set. They use real guns, but the armorer is supposed to check the guns to make sure there's no live rounds. The armorer was new. She had only been hired under a year. She really didn't know what she was doing, and she didn't check the gun, and that's how the lady got killed. Well, the prosecutors have been trying to get Alec Baldwin for it, and it's been creating a really big controversy. So they keep bringing him up on charges, dropping them, bringing him up on charges, dropping them. So they dropped them, but they announced today they're going to bring him up on charges again. Damn. For involuntary manslaughter of this producer that was on set of this movie. So I want to ask y'all, do y'all feel like Alec Baldwin is responsible? Like, where do you draw the line? Yes, he did have the gun. He has a lot of knowledge of guns, but I feel like it's not his job to make sure that there wasn't a live round in the gun.
When he discharged a weapon towards her, was this a part of the movie?
Yes, they were practicing. Yes, and she told him they were like doing a practice. Right. And she was like, she's the producer. So she's like, or maybe even the director. She was like, shoot the gun. We're doing this scene. He was doing a scene. It's supposed to be blanks, right? It's supposed to be blanks in the gun. Right. And he ended up killing her. Gee. Because there was a live round in the gun. Now, they have so many people came out about the safety on the movie set, about how they cut costs. And he was a part of the cost cutting.
He's like
and,
the executive producer. of
yeah,
that
he
movie.
had. Yeah, I think it's like his movie.
There you
And
go.
so I think they want to hold him responsible, but I'm still like, it was the armorer who does it. Like if I'm an actor, right, and we're practicing with guns, this is not our first day on set, and I've been shooting these guns and they're supposed to have blanks in them. To me, how can you hold me responsible? I want to go to some people who got their hands up. Angel, what do you think about this, Angel? I'll go with you first. Ladies first.
Hey everyone.
Hey.
This conversation has been so yeah. I think Alec Baldwin is not responsible for that. I think we're in the era where everyone is so sensitive and everyone wants to get justice or whatever for everyone without any logic behind it. I don't know. Apparently, if some people don't know who Suzanne Summers is, I know they probably don't remember Chuck Norris killing somebody on set.
That was gonna be my other
and he
point.
didn't go to jail at all.
Yeah.
And
Welcome, Texas.
now he ain't go to jail at all. They didn't even think about it. They just, he paid for the funeral and they went on about their business.
Yeah.
And but he actually killed someone on set. So accidents happen, and that's when insurance comes in. So yeah, the blank, if like you said, if that's literally your job. If I have a job where I'm supposed to be sharpening, making that, so the prop person.
Yes.
So basically, that's just like if one scene calls for a real knife, but in this particular scene, you have to stab a person, so you use a fake knife, and they switch those knives. I'm not gonna blame the actor.
Exactly.
I'm gonna blame the person that handles the props. And what the problem is, Alec Baldwin, they're just trying to hold him responsible just strictly because it's his film. So they feel like it's his film, so he's in charge of everything, which in all actuality he's not.
Exactly.
So it's kind of like the same thing with Travis Scott with the Astro World.
Where all those
Astro
people
World
got
is
trampled.
his fest.
Yeah.
That's his. That's nobody else's. That's Travis Scott. Like, he should be in charge of this, and so it's kind of the same thing, but I think there's a lot of more moving parts on like a movie set versus a concert. So, I mean, people pick and choose, the era that we're in right now, people pick and choose what they're outraged about and what they're not outraged about. And so this is just one of those things that society is outraged about. And in all actuality, it was a mistake.
Yeah.
He's, but I don't think he's responsible for that. And it's not fair that they're dragging Alec. Like, he's not, first of all, he's Alec Baldwin. You know what I mean?
Come on,
the Baldwins have been in Hollywood for years. So, I mean, this man has been acting for decades. So, and he's never had a mistake like this. So, for them just to kind of like say lock him up, that's outrageous. That's crazy.
Yeah, and they keep dragging it. Like, they keep like dropping the charges and bringing it back, and they just announced today they're going after him again. And I just think is really sad. Thank you, Angel. Two Stacks, what you got?
I remember when this happened, and my thought on this is really, really simple. The person who was in charge of the blank rounds should be in trouble for it.
Absolutely.
I also believe that he does bear some responsibility, because it's almost like, if you put a gun in my hand, I'm going to ask a million questions. Are you sure this is not loaded? Are you triple sure? Can you come check this before I do this? That's the way I look at it. So, to get straight to my point, the person who was responsible for making sure it was in the right way, they should be fired and charged, in my opinion. And since it is his movie, he should be charged, but lesser. Not as much. Because he's been in Hollywood for my entire life.
Yes.
You would think that he would check himself and say, hey, I know this is my movie. Let me make triple sure that these rounds are not real rounds. That's the way I'm looking at it. You got too much experience to allow that kind of mistake to happen and trust somebody who's only been on the job for a year. That's all I'm saying.
Okay.
Shout out to Mr. Boom and Kate for joining us.
Hey, shout out to y'all for joining. So, Angel, you got your hand back up. I'm gonna go to you.
So I definitely understand what Two Stack saying. But so like I said, the Chuck Norris thing, right? So not only did Chuck Norris kill somebody on set and then not go to jail, Bruce Lee got killed on set. His son Brandon Lee got killed eerily the same exact way by a live round being mistaken for a blank. He got killed on set. None of these people went to jail because, once again, even though it's supposed to be checked, I don't think the actor, I don't care how long he's been acting, because there's what's the word I'm looking for? So there's steps that you have to take before this prop even get to
the actor. Yeah,
you know what I mean. So there's an ammunition specialist. There's a prop specialist. There's a disc specialist. There's so there's too many steps before it gets to him for the blame just to be solely blamed on him. Like my cousin, she's an EMT. She works on movie sets. So, there's so many different steps that these people have to take, so many different safeguards that they have to take before it even lays on an actor to say, oh, it's just, he needs to be charged. That like, this is not no random, like, this is not no little bitty charge we're talking about. This man, 70, 80, whatever, 60 years old, however he is, like, this is not no misdemeanor. You know what I mean? Y'all talking about locking this man up for real behind an accident, even though it was his movie, even though he's been acting. I'm more than sure if he really thought there was a live round, he would have never fired that weapon. You know what I mean? Like that I don't know. So many people has died on set. And no one has been charged, no one has been held responsible. To say, no, let's lock him up. I think that's excessive. Like that's pushing it.
Yeah, and I think the way that they keep going after him, I just wonder what's the specifics behind it, because I think most people are on the same page that, Alec Baldwin is not responsible. Mr. Boom, you got your hand up. I'll let you get the final word before we move to the next story.
Yeah, thank you. Hey, everybody.
Hey,
amazing producer, Mr. Boom. What's happening?
Hey, what's up? I feel like if it was an accident in the set, it should be treated as an accident. The person who was responsible for making sure that the round was not, like a blank round or whatever, they should receive like a big fine. Because locking them up is not gonna, it's not gonna do anything for the family. It's a big fine, maybe like stop working in that field.
Okay.
Because he didn't kill the person. And then as far as the guy that they're trying to get locked up, checking the round and stuff like that, I agree with Angel, because if my job is to just act, I'm gonna act. And if you see me trying to see if the round is really a blank or whatever, then you're gonna say that I switched it. Can you saw me messing with the gun? If I'm supposed to just grab it and point and shoot, because it's blank already, then that's all I'm gonna do. I'm not gonna do anything else with it. Because then you're gonna accuse me that I'm changing the bullets and stuff. Like, just keeping it all simple.
Yeah, I think I agree with that as well.
Can I make one quick point?
Yeah.
Before you switch gears? I know that everybody feels like it shouldn't be Alec Baldwin's thing, but this is how, like, if you're the executive producer of a movie and then you're credited with that, it's your film, it stops with you. And I know that's kind of foul, and it maybe not criminal charges, right? But, negligence, a fine to him. But the person who handles the props is no different than the person who pours the hot coffee at McDonald's. Like, they're a worker under this company. They're hired by somebody. Yes, they should take care of the job. They should pay more attention. But it could have happened prior to them inspecting the rounds. Now, mind you can't fire every round first to check and make sure, because you won't have any ammunition. This could have been a slip up at the factory. The people who packaged the ammunition. Could be. Are you sure?
I'm sure. Yeah, it was.
Oh, it was
remember, I said she was new. She had been in the position like under a year. She was very new,
so she might not even know the difference between them.
I think I get what you're saying, that you like his movie, but I think where we're all just having the trouble is they're trying to put him in jail, like a lawsuit. Pay the family, pay for expenses, maybe do like a fund and do,
because he hired her. with no experience to do something like that.
But is Alec Baldwin sitting at the table like you're hired? No. And let's not act like these celebrities don't put executive producer on there to sell the movie. We don't know how much he was actually involved. He's Alec Baldwin. I'm pretty sure he's not like, oh, let me interview the armorer, right? He has a team of people.
Suit, but not a criminal suit. It should be
correct.
Civil.
Correct.
He should be suing whatever his production company is, suing them in a civil matter.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Listen,
but not in a criminal.
And the prosecutors, this is, I think, like the third time that they said, like, we're going to take him down. So let's move on. We got a lot to cover tonight, but I think we're all in agreement that, you know, we're hoping that Alec Baldwin does not go to jail. So here's the next story that I wanted to cover. Also in the news, in the title, I want to talk about Kevin Gates, okay? So there was a viral video that went around where Kevin Gates asked a fan in the audience. He just was like pointing at somebody. Sorry, y'all. I'm not sure. A fan in the audience, and the fan in the audience, she came up on stage, and Kevin asked her several times, "I can do what I want to do to you," and she says, "Yeah." He asked her again, "I can do what I want to do to you." She says, "Yeah." So he puts her in the chair, leans her head back, and spits in her mouth. Okay, on stage. And let me tell you something. I think everybody know how I feel about Tank and Usher. I love them. I call them my husbands all the time. If they was to bring me on stage and say, "I could do what I want to do to you," I'm like, yes, might sing to me. But the minute they had me put my head back, actually, is this a Kevin Gates issue or is the fan disgusting? What do you feel?
When you seen the spit right at like leaving out the bottom of his lip, where does she have to be for that?
He sat her down in a chair, and she put her head back, and he like spit in her mouth, and she like opened her mouth like and like the crowd went wild.
So she knew the spit was coming.
And she went, yeah. Well, not initially. I mean, when he brought on stage, she was like, "I can do what I want to do to you," and she said,
have
"Yes."
Her mouth open for?
Well, because he put her head back, and you know, she realized what he was doing, and she allowed the spit to go in her mouth. A random fan at Kevin Gates concert. So who's nasty, Kevin or the fan? Like who? And it went viral. People were like, "You don't know what Kevin got. He can have herpes. He can have mono."
I'm gonna say the spit-tea. Not the spitter, you know what I'm saying? Because he doing what he does, I guess. The fans that she kind of expected it. She tipped her head back. You know, she allowed him to tip her head back. She opened her mouth, seen that spit was coming, and was like, she's the nasty.
No,
you
stop.
Know what I'm
Just
saying?
the thought of it makes me want to puke.
She the nasty in that situation.
Listen.
You know?
Even if I was married, my husband can ask me to tip my mouth. You got me fucked. Tip my head back. You got me messed up. Spit in my mouth. I don't care. And let me tell you something. When I
like that kind of,
I couldn't even finish watching the video. I was like, "This is disgusting." I don't care how much you're a fan of somebody. The line has to cross somewhere. And then I think it's a bigger issue of like, so this kind of ties into like where the blame is, right? Because Kevin Gates, he's supposed to be like a celebrity, you know, he's a millionaire. You're disgusting. Don't you got a wife and children? Why are you out here spitting in random women's mouths? Then you're a rapper. It's not like you some R&B sensual sexy guy or not. Like, you are a thug rapper, whatever. Why are you picking random women, asking them, "Can I do whatever I want to do to you?" and spitting in their mouth? There's something wrong with Kevin Gates. 2 stacks. You got your hand up. What you got?
It's his fault. It's his concert. That's disgusting. That's absolutely wild. He's gonna get a pineapples and a pause for that. Like, what's wrong with you, bro? Really?
Absolutely.
Seriously.
Absolutely. I don't know. I don't know. Like, is that even entertainment? Like, are we going to concerts to see celebrities spit in people's mouths?
I'd probably leave. At that point, I'm over it. I'm
over it.
I'm done.
Let's take things back like a year and a half ago. I think we talked about on the show this woman that performed. She's like some rock star or whatever. Had a dude come on stage, lay down on the ground, and she took her pants off and peed in this guy's mouth on stage.
She's disgusting too.
On stage while everybody's right there, and dude is just there, you know, enjoying the festivities. Like, folks is nasty. You know, they listen, they into some wild, like, for you to do that anywhere, but let alone, you know, with everybody's got their cameras out, they just watching. It's a wild world we living in.
It is very wild. And like, again, it could be my husband. The minute I tip my head back and I see him fix his mouth to spit in my mouth, and I could love kissing you and everything else, me and you gonna have a motherfucking problem. I'm telling you now. Back on up. I don't play that. I don't play that. Like a bug, what you got on this?
Hell no.
Hell no.
Hell no. I don't care. My husband even tried some foolishness like that. Oh my God.
Man.
No. I would be this close to going to the separation court. Like, you know what? You got me messed up. You're not gonna disrespect me like this. I would be beyond pissed. But no, I couldn't even watch something like that. I'm telling you, if I was in the concert, I would have left. I probably would. I might have threw up in the concert from watching how disgusting it was and then left. Like, it's just, no, I can't do it.
Yeah, you definitely got to like draw the line somewhere. And I just don't understand what Kevin Gates or the fan was thinking at that point, because again, he has a wife and children, so I don't know, like,
maybe
where
that. Like that
but you know, Kevin Gates' situation, like, he's been vocal about that, like how he just, you know, they open in the doing stuff together and all kinds.
Well, and listen, you could be open to doing stuff together, like you know, he talked about how he doesn't have any covenant to anyone but God. Like, as long as God is pleased with him, he talked his bullshit.
He talk a whole lot.
He talk a lot of bullshit. At the end of the day, I don't give a damn how open it is.
No,
spitting in random women's mouths is wild.
Open, closed,
and then what, as a person, just as a person, forget the celebrity, makes you pick a random person in a crowd and be like, I want to spit in your mouth? Like, it just, I move on.
And can we just say COVID and diseases are still a thing?
Listen, I was talking about that the other day. COVID, what? Let me tell you something. We was in mask, all scared to touch something, sanitizing, baby. Everybody ready. Ain't nobody scared of nothing.
Can we talk about the spitty though? I mean, she wanted that.
Well,
based on the way you're describing it to me, like her tipping her head back, seeing spit coming and going, you know, like,
and she
so
nasty
we gonna
too.
go on a who's nastier?
I still say it's Kevin, because come on, but let me tell you something. Say that backlash. Let me tell you how to play out. Say that backlash that girl got, and she felt some kind of way, and they would have taken it to court or something. He gonna be in goddamn trouble.
He would be big time in trouble, because it's the influence. She can change her mind later.
It's the power that he have. All these people she could claim scared and everything. So, but I'll move on because we got some more stuff to talk about. This next story has been a story, I want to say, for about 4 years, and it is getting very ugly. I don't know if y'all are familiar with Cardi B and Tasha K and their whole battle that they have going on, but let me kind of run you down on it. So Tasha K is a very popular gossip YouTuber, okay? As a black woman, she is one of the black women that has the most subscribers on YouTube and the most views, okay? She did it all organically, doing her own thing. She started her own production company, but Tasha K can be salacious, okay? She'll take any kind of story. She don't care if it's true or not.
She's Wendy Williams is.
They almost hired her to be Wendy Williams' replacement. No lie, that's a true story. So she's a big deal. She's a really big deal. Okay. And so there was a story that she reported on back in the day, where when Cardi was first getting hot, she had first married off, said she was pregnant with her first child. One of Cardi's old friends went on the Tasha K show, okay, and said that Cardi B had herpes. Cardi B would R-word men. After the club would get them drunk, R-word them.
So that's where that story came out?
Tasha K put it out, okay? And she has this huge platform. So Cardi B had reached out to Tasha K and said, hey, you know, this is not true, and I want you to take the video down. Tasha K told Cardi B, verbatim, kiss my ass. This is what I do. Okay? That's what she told her. Okay. Wow. And so Cardi B was like, okay, you don't want to take the video down. These rumors are spread. And Cardi B said she wanted to unalive herself because of the rumors, that it caused issues in her marriage because Offset believed it. And so she sued.
Just got tested.
She did. I'm getting with it.
Okay.
So she went and sued Tasha K for $4 million. She said, my damages is $4 million. She went and got tested. She did everything to show none of it was true. She brought the girl that went on Tasha K's show. The girl recanted her story in court. Tasha K lost the lawsuit and owes Cardi B $4 million. Woo! That's not where it stops, okay? Now, they've been kind of going back and forth where Cardi B is like, Tasha K lost his lawsuit last year, okay? And Tasha K has been on platforms like, I ain't got it. I ain't got no money. I don't know what to tell you, but we all know that's a lie because Tasha K get a bag from YouTube. She also has her own website where people subscribe. So she's married to an African guy, Tasha K. Mm-hmm. She flew to Africa and put all her money in African accounts, okay? Sold her home, like went on this whole online rampage, showed her bank account had like $13 in it. I ain't got no money. Kind of talking Cardi B like, you ain't never gonna get it because I don't have no money. Well, Cardi B got her lawyers to dig up everything, started investigating Tasha K's husband, Tasha K's kids, Tasha K's family. She's like having her lawyers go after Tasha K very, very, very hard, stopping Tasha K from getting opportunities. Tasha K was recently interviewed by Joe Budden. That's a really big podcast. Yeah. Cardi called him and said, don't do it. Stopped it.
Wow.
Cardi B is going after Tasha K hard, okay?
Damn.
To where Tasha K came online and was like, look, I just don't have it. Tasha K tried to file bankruptcy and say include the $4 million in the bankruptcy. Cardi B's lawyer showed up and said it cannot be included. They won that. The $4 million cannot be included in Tasha K's bankruptcy. So now you filed bankruptcy, but you still owe the $4 million.
Damn.
Okay. Cardi B recently did an interview last week that said, I don't care how long it go on, for the hurt that she caused me, I got enough money to drag this out for years, and I'm prepared.
Damn, that's vengeance if I ain't never seen it.
They
can like seize her vehicles and stuff for that.
Everything that she have until she give up the $4 million.
Jeez.
And so here's the question that I have.
Watch your mouth.
Is it that serious? So online goes back and forth every time this kind of comes up. Some people are like, Cardi B, like, just let it go. Like, you prove that you don't have the herpes.
Hell
like,
no.
Tasha K is a blogger. Like, it's not that you don't go after any other blogs. You don't do this. Like, let it go. The girl don't have nothing. Like, you taking her down. Like, it's not that serious. And then some people are like, nah, she owe that $4 million. Like, you want to go ahead and spread these lies? You owe the $4 million. So Artiste, what advice would you give? Like, should she let it go?
Hell no. I would never.
No?
I would not. One thing I can't stand is for folks to antagonize you or to get you riled up and then be like, chill, bro.
Okay.
It's just a prank.
Talk about it.
I was just playing. No, we ain't playing. Because I wasn't playing with you. And I'm going to show you. If I was Cardi B, I'd spend my last dime making sure Tasha K don't get shit.
Ooh.
You know, I don't like shit like that.
Got you.
You know what I mean? She chose to, do that thing. She called her out of politeness, right? To be like, yo.
Yes, and said, please take the video down. And Tasha K was like, kiss my ass.
Literally.
Literally.
Kiss my ass.
Yeah, literally.
Oh, it's over from that point on.
Don't even worry about it.
Yeah, and Tasha K has recounted this several times. Like, I could have took the video down, but this is freedom of speech. And if I would have did that, it would have been laws passed for bloggers. Like, she tried to make it like a big deal.
I'd get her kids tuition fund, everything.
Cardi B said that your kids are going to be bankrupt.
Everything.
Well, okay.
The generation of K's will always remember Grandma K should have kept her damn mouth.
Okay, Cartier. Not Cartier over here.
Not for Cardi. I'm not even a fan of her music and that. Just on principle, that's me. If it was me, you're going down. Okay?
You dragging it
all the way.
Got
to
you.
my dying breath. He gets nothing. I want all of it.
Ooh, what you got like about before we go to the Twitter Spaces?
If I feel the way how she truly felt, depressed, sad, it was causing trouble in my marriage, I wanted to unalive myself because you're spreading these lies and it's hurting me mentally, coming after everything you love and hold dear.
Come on with it.
Everything. I will drag it out.
Really?
I will drag it out. And you know what? She can do that because she can hire the lawyers to drag it out for her.
Cardi
she don't even gotta be in there personally.
She just give the word, go after everything she have, and that's what her lawyers are doing.
Boom. Don't let me get them. See, that's why the Lord said I can't get them resources because it would be a wrap.
Go after him. All righty.
Two Stacks had his hand up for.
Yeah, Two Stacks, you had your hand up. What you got, Two Stacks?
I only got a couple sentences. Number one, I don't care what she talking about. She needs to pay this Callis her money. Period. I don't care how you get it. I don't care where it come from. You've been presenting like you some type of boss woman all these years. Now you broke. Now you broke.
Talk about it.
And so you're that's where you're coming from with that, and you need to pay her money. They don't realize that when Cardi said, I know it's the thing from the reality show, the whole thing about forever, she wasn't playing. It's a totally different thing, but it's the principle. I hold grudges. I don't forget nothing. I want all of my money. I was dying when I saw that she took a YouTube check out of her Chase account. I fell on the floor. I was like, yes, that's what I'm talking about. Take everything, every dollar. You need to be extra broke. You need to be paying her every stream that you do, every avenue of income that you have. You need to be paying your debt. You had no business doing that, and you did it to the wrong person. She took that like she was dealing with me or you, not realizing that even if Cardi does not have a whole bunch of money at her disposal, she has the resources.
That's it. Yep.
That label was not going to allow that to happen to her, and she met with the wrong person. This ain't going nowhere. She better go find him for $1 million.
And look, I don't know how she gonna find it, because Tasha K been saying like, I'm broke, please stop, let me work out a payment plan, and Cardi's like, no, I need the $4 million. Alrighty, Angel, what you got?
Carmen, you did a great job with explaining that, but the sad part is, even your explanation is still downplaying what Tasha K did to this girl. Like, to this day, this girl, Tasha K, is still reporting false stories on Cardi B. Like, to this day. To the fact that she thinks she's so smart that if she doesn't say her name, she think it's not, she can't get sued for it. Like now, this lady is still reporting on Cardi B and Offset. Like she, and the thing is, what happened is, so you know, the whole Nicki Minaj and Cardi B thing with the whole pick a side, right? So Tasha K picked a side, and Cardi wasn't going to even sue her until she let it slip that Nicki is behind this train, this paying for it. So that's what made Cardi take her ass to court, so she can get that on record. You see what I'm saying? So all these rumors, if y'all listen to the stuff that Tasha K posts and that she repeat, if you go on a bar, like if you pick any bar page, like any Nicki Minaj fan page, it's the same exact thing. They say the same exact thing. Tasha K say it's the same exact thing they say, and that's why she sued. You know what I mean? And so it's just like, and she really did reach out to Tasha K, and Tasha K basically said, "Yeah, kiss my ass," and she taunted this girl. She appealed the First of all, Cardi B is 6-0 right now against lawsuits. Like, she hasn't lost a lawsuit yet. So I don't know why
that
anybody would even try to sue her.
She got that assault charge.
She's 6-0.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's 6-0 right now. So she hasn't lost a lawsuit yet. And so it's just, I think it's a lot more bigger than just a blogger, because the blogs post stuff about her all the time. But it's the malicious part that Tasha K had. Like, it's like she's on a mission to take this girl down, and that's annoying. You know what I mean? Like, Tasha K deserves everything that she's getting, and then she tried to flip it and say, like, with the Joe Budden thing, she was saying about, you know, how black women need to support her. No, we don't.
She do play that card a lot.
Because yeah, like she tried to do everything to try to get people on her side. Like, no, and even to this day, she still don't shut up.
No,
like,
she don't.
I don't know what it's gonna take. Like, I don't know what it's gonna take. I think Cardi needs to take her house, take something from her for her to just like. I would hate for somebody to be homeless, because she do have kids. Yeah, but ma'am, she needs. Yeah,
take their Barbie dolls and everything.
Well, Tasha K said, you know, she's had to work so much. She actually sent her youngest son that she just had to Africa to live with the family over there, because she has to work so much to try to keep up. So she taking her through the mud, and it is definitely showing. Two Stacks, you got your hand up. I'd like to get the last word before we move to the next topic.
I was just gonna say that people still don't realize her and 50 Cent don't lose lawsuits. Stop playing with them people. They know what they're doing. They're petty.
Mm-hmm.
And they want their money. Those two people do not lose lawsuits. Stop playing with them.
Facts, because they really don't. So, I guess to sum up this story, watch your mouth. Whether you're a blogger, make sure whatever you're reporting, you use the word allegedly 100 times before you say something that you heard, because you could end up in court. It gets that real. And I know you don't want to owe nobody $4 million. Listen, let me tell you something. I be crying about my student loans. Yeah. I went damn sure don't want to owe nobody no $4 million. I couldn't imagine. Okay, that's a debt that I would never want to have. Here's the next news story. Shout out to Drake. Big Drake fan over here. On Drake's recent album, what is it, For My Dogs, I believe, he released a song with J. Cole called First Person Shooter, okay? Mm-hmm. That song went number one. With that song, on the song, he says, I'm close to Mike. On the song, he was like, beat it, beat it, beat it, right? And so people were like, what's the reference? What is he talking about? Well, he was referencing where he was going to tie Michael Jackson on the Hot 100 for the most number ones, and he did it. Yeah. So Drake is tied with Michael Jackson, okay? That's a big deal. Yeah. With the most number ones as a male solo artist. So here's the controversy online. MJ fans don't play, okay?
They do not.
MJ fans are online. Like,
the song he dropped with J. Cole became a number one?
Absolutely.
Got you.
And he has 13 number ones right now.
But Mike didn't have no features.
Can I finish?
Oh, okay. No.
Can I look at the Drake hater? Look, my God, can I finish the story? So you sound like a Michael Jackson fan who they're like, well, Mike didn't have the streams, Mike sold actual albums. Like, it's not the same. And then you have the Drake fans who are like, shut the hell up. It's still 13 number ones, because with the streams, they have to do so much more. So does Drake deserve his flowers? Now, I'm just going to go ahead and say it, okay? I am a Drake fan. Now, I haven't liked everything that Drake has put out. The damn Dance album. Drake has not had music that I particularly like on these last, I don't know how many albums. But overall, Drake, I can tell you probably about 20 Drake songs word for word that I think are great Drake songs, okay? Mm-hmm. I love Drake. People might not like Drake because he keeps up with sounds, he changes, he done been reggae, he done been young, he done did all sorts of things. But that's what keeps him relevant. And I would say, he to come from Degrassi, to come from everything that everybody likes to say about Drake, he gay, he all this other kind of stuff. He still just is always himself. And he got these 13 number ones because the boy is talented. When Drake came out singing, he's singing. Don't nobody want to hear that? And everybody, just hold on, we're going on. Everybody sung that song, okay? They tell him to do all kind of stuff, but when he hit, he hit. Even on that Dance album, I did not like that album. I did not like the whole thing. But they got that one song on there.
Hotline Bling.
No, it's this new Dance album that he got. Oh my God, how that song go? He said, oh my God. I can't even think about how it go, but it's one song on there, it got popular, and I love that song. Like, even though I didn't like the sound for him, and I was like, come on, Drake, I want you to rap. He does make good music. He is great on features, like him and Rick Ross, don't miss. Every time they together, him and Lil Wayne, don't miss. Let me tell you something, Drake is great, so I say he deserves the accolades that he's getting. If he tied MJ, he tied MJ. Does that say he is a better artist than MJ? Not so much, right? Because MJ is a legend of his own, but Drake is also a legend in his own right.
Can I just point out, I don't want to upset all the MJ fans. MJ is a great performer.
Yes.
Great entertainer.
Yes.
Phenomenal. Phenomenal. However, listening through some of his songs, I'm like, he's not really singing. He's just like talking.
That's how he sounds. He's talking.
He like melodic talking.
Do you remember?
Like melodic talking. Yeah.
We used to walk. He's not a yeah,
but he's not singing.
Okay, like I'm with you on that.
Right.
I've said that plenty of times.
And Drake, I feel like not only is he rapping, he is actually singing on his songs. Now, does he have a wide range? No. But he can sing.
Yes.
So Drake nor cannot sing either, but he can sing.
Yes.
It's not melodic talking in my mind
when
I hear Drake. So I look, I think Drake deserves all his accolades. He has a strong fan base, and they're going to keep him relevant because he takes chances and he evolves with his fan base.
Yes. And he tries different sounds. Like Joe Budden had this whole thing of where he needs to stick to rap and you need to just be a rapper. And he went off on Joe Budden, and I loved everything he said to Joe Budden, because Joe Budden was sounding like a big ass hater. Artiste, alrighty. Two Stacks, what you got?
Yeah, you know how I feel. Yeah.
I don't like Aubrey. I only like one song he's ever done. It was the first song he did with Rick Ross on the Take Care album.
Okay.
Rappers and singers, they don't realize that you realistically only have a 5 to 10 year window of relevancy, and then you need to move on, because it's only so much you can talk about, so many songs you can come up with, so many people you can work with, and his fans don't want to admit that his time's up, because what is he, like 35 now?
Okay.
And it's not much more he can do. I've been seeing people say that he sounds like he's still trying to be a younger rapper, and some of the people say the fans have outgrown his. Well, I'm sorry, the fans have outgrown his music, and that's what I'm saying. In my opinion, a good performer understands when their time is up. Because one of my favorite rappers is Jay-Z, another one is Cameron. They don't really put out music anymore, and that's okay. And I think in his case, with him, and I'm done on this topic. He's still putting out music because he doesn't have as much money as people think he does. Because with the changes in streaming and everything is different, you're still putting out music. Why? If you're supposed to be this top 10, top 5 artist over the last, almost 15 years, where's your money at?
Maybe he enjoys making music.
I think I can understand what you're saying. I gotta disagree with you a little bit. The only song on Take Care that you liked was the one with Rick Ross. That whole album is fire.
That whole album was
every
amazing.
Single song. Over My Dead Body is just one of my favorites. In regards to him outgrowing his fans, I can definitely see that, because Drake was out when I was in high school, right? He did the very first mixtape. I don't know how long y'all been listening to Drake, but when he did the first mixtape where what was the song, like Trust No One or something came out, or like even Marvin's Room, like back in the day, right? And so like when he's done some of these new albums, I'm like, what is he doing? But he's keeping up with the younger people. Okay. Now, for the rappers that don't want to do that, they can't do that because it's kind of whack to be rapping about shooting guns and popping pussy when you're 37, right? But Drake has found a lane where he can try the dance music. He can try the different things. So that's how he stays relevant. So in regards to like his time being up, I can definitely understand what you're saying, but he just broke another number one to tie MJ, so I don't know how much of his time is up. But I'm a Drake fan, so y'all know I'm gonna defend him. Angel, what you got?
I'm about to agree with Two Stacks again. I am definitely not a Drake fan, not at all. But I'm a writer.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
That's first of all. I really push my pen. I don't like Drake, not at all. So, and I just had this conversation with my 18-year-old, my son. This boy literally told me that Drake is the next Michael Jackson. Sir, calm down. So here's the thing. I know a lot of y'all are young. I keep saying I think I am the oldest person on this little, look who's ranting group. So what we're not gonna do is play on Michael Jackson. We not. MJ is literally he deserved everything that he got.
Absolutely.
And he actually can sing.
Yes,
he can sing. We're not about to do that. We're not about to do that. He can sing.
MJ is Sierra. He's Beyonce.
How old are you?
Oh, hold on.
Beyonce goes out there.
Hold.
What's the last ballad?
Beyonce don't sing?
Not for real.
Oh my God.
No, she does not.
No, she does not.
What?
She ain't
Beyonce don't sing?
She ain't no Alicia Keys. She ain't got that kind of voice.
She has a powerhouse
lying. Come on
She ain't
now.
no
Just
Lauryn
say you
Hill.
don't
She
understand
don't
vocal.
sing. She's not a
What about
singer.
drinking?
How is
What's in
she
the
She's
cut?
not.
How is she not a singer?
She's not.
Beyonce not a powerhouse
Beyonce
singer.
Giselle knows.
No, she's not a powerhouse singer.
Wow.
Beyonce Giselle knows.
Nope.
Yeah.
I don't care if you know her whole name; it don't matter. She's okay.
not.
She's an amazing performer, but she's
Exactly.
only okay singing.
So here's the thing, right? Because once again, and I keep saying
Do
my
we
age,
not
'cause
hear
I know a
that
lot of y'all
dangerously
really-
in love? Like, am I the only one who heard it?
When Beyonce first came out, to your credit, when Beyonce first came out, she could not sing. She could not do what she's doing vocally now. When she first came out, Kelly did a lot of her vocals, right? But when you're an artist and you're a perfectionist and you want to be great, she did vocal classes.
Right.
And so the things that she do now, there's not a stage that Beyonce has been on where it's been a recording.
The mic is always
When
on.
Beyonce is on stage, her mic is on. So that's her voice.
Mm-hmm.
And so when Beyonce sings, it sounds like the album. And I hate to even mention him, but the only other artist that has done that in the history, not even Michael done it. The only other artist has done that when he sings, it sounds exactly like the artist. The album is R. Kelly.
Period. I said
Yeah.
that. I just said it.
What about Bruno Mars?
You did.
I said
What about Bruno Mars?
That's the only other artist.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah,
but
Bruno.
forget Beyonce. So back to Michael Jackson. I feel like, okay, so in order to be the great, to be the greatest or to be the best, you have to actually put in the work.
Uh-huh.
Has Drake dropped music? Yes. Has Drake actually put in the work? I personally, as from a writing standpoint, I'm not talking about nothing else. I'm not a fan of Drake. But as a writing standpoint, I feel like lyrically writing, he has not put in the work. I feel like Party Next Door needs to celebrate, has some celebration into this success. The other writer that he had to help with these number ones need to celebrate in their success. And I don't think it's fair. Like I just told my son, Drake album had 636 streams or something, but 10,000 pure sales. Michael Jackson album did 636,000, and that was pure sales. You know what I'm saying? So I don't think it's fair that someone actually busts their ass and it has that fan base and that actually made those sales to be compared to somebody in a streaming era.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Is it fair? There's nothing we can do about it. But do I think his 13 number ones really stack up to Michael Jackson's? Hell no. Michael Jackson sold more albums. He did more work. But in this new era, you can make those, hell, Cardi B got 5 number ones. You know what I'm saying? So,
yeah.
And be honest, Beyonce only got 3. That's the crazy part. You know what I mean? Rihanna got 2. Rihanna got 2 number ones. 2.
Yeah.
It was one
This
of
is
them
something
with
you
Drake.
can Google. This is something you can Google.
Okay. Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, so I don't know. I think as a non-fan, because he's not a writer, I don't think it's deserved. But has he put in the work? Hell yeah, he put in the work. But from the writing standpoint, I don't think it's deserved.
For sure. I think that's a different standpoint that I didn't think about when it comes to writing, because, Drake has gotten a lot of flack for like not writing. He is one of these artists like Beyonce that don't write their songs, they perform them. But he can write and stuff like that. But I see what you're saying. 2 Stacks, what you got?
No one can have thousands of people passing out by just standing there besides Michael Jackson.
Period.
Yeah.
Period. And with him, and I know he's not a part of the conversation, but the ability that Michael Jackson had, and then you talk about someone like Prince who basically played every single instrument, no one will ever be able to do that again, so you can't compare anybody to either one of them.
Got you. I think that's fair. All right, T-State, did you want to say anything as we wrap this up?
Did. I agree with 2 Stacks and Angel. I'm not the biggest fan of Drake.
Right.
But one thing I do want to say is I'm gonna give him his props for being the only hip hop artist I know, or starting hip hop to branch over so many different genres and also
Sound.
like generations almost.
Ooh,
you could say.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because if Drake was cool to us, and then cool to your children.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you got to be a great artist. Most hip hop artists cannot go from one generation to the next. Kool Moe Dee, I'm sorry, it's not, you know, somebody that I listen to.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
It wasn't like, you know, transcending music.
Mm-hmm.
It was usually hip hop is era music.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? You got your Lil Jon era. You got, you know what I'm saying? There's like a down south era. There's a up north era.
There was the West Coast era.
There you go.
East Coast era.
Not a whole lot of hip hop artists transcend, you know, and jump generations. You got 3 Stacks. You know, that's somebody who jumped generations.
He did.
You know what I mean? You got people like Killer Mike.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? That's just cold.
Uh-huh.
You know what I'm saying? Just killing it lyrically. You could even say Jay-Z and Nas. You know,
J. Cole too. J. Cole, he's jumped generations. J. Cole was cool when I was young, and he go platinum with no features every single time.
I didn't realize he'd been around that long. Maybe that's how old I am.
Yeah,
you know,
J. Cole been around since I was young. So,
but he's nasty. Cole is nasty. About the nastiest out right now.
Let me tell you something. He top one in my book right now. That's active anyway.
Yeah, that's active.
Absolutely.
Can I say one that I'm sure y'all don't want to hear?
Top 5 dead or alive.
Can I say one I'm sure nobody want to hear?
Yeah.
Okay.
If you about to say Nicki Minaj, I'm about to kick you out the studio.
No.
I'm about to say.
I mean, she has been around since 2008, but okay.
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 All right.
Who I was gonna say was Eminem.
Yeah, cut her mic off.
Why?
Cut her mic off.
No way.
Be real though. Eminem got respect in the industry. You know,
by a lot of y'all favorite rap artists.
Wait. But hold on. Here's the difference. Ain't nobody playing Eminem in the car. You're not down. Now this looks like a good time for me. So everybody just follow me.
I guess you can say
no.
That's
a lot of people
music.
are not doing that. So he had
say,
era music. He was an era. He's respected as an MC. Absolutely, they respect him. He's in a lot of people's top. But Eminem is not getting played, and he
got a good 10 years. And that's what the greatest rappers get about 10 years. The ones greater than that, you know, when you get more than 10 years, when you somebody like Nas, your debut album was in 91.
Yeah, that's my other
You know what I'm saying? And then you dropping Godson.
I like Chip Tooth
10 years later than that, that's
Uchi Wale Nas.
Man, he nasty.
Woo! Yeah, Nas is great. Okay, I'm gonna move on to this one. This is gonna be our last topic for the evening. There was a YouTuber, and we're gonna play a clip for you all, who states that he is HIV positive. Okay, and that when he goes to the doctor, them asking him, does he have unprotected sex, is outdated. Nobody should ask those entitled to raw sex. Play the clip.
What?
I've been doing some research, and I know it sounds like it's post-nasal drip. Like, I tested myself for COVID, didn't have COVID, I didn't have a fever, I wasn't feeling anything other than congestion and, the sinus drainage. So I went there, and, the nurse is asking the questions. She's just like, I'm telling her the things, and then she says, well, have you been having unprotected sex? And I'm thinking to myself, like, what does she means unprotected sex? I'm like, I get so shook by the language because it's so outdated. It's so outdated. What the is unprotected sex? Let me tell you something. Let me zoom the camera right on in. There's no product going to zoom in. If I'm sucking dick, 9 times out of 10, there's no condom on it. If I'm eating ass, 9 times out of 10, there's no dental dam on it. If I'm getting my sucked, it ain't going to have no condom on it. If I'm talking, there ain't going to probably be no condom. If I'm bothered, which rarely ever happens, if it does happen, probably not going to use a condom, and I'm okay with it. I am HIV positive, and I am entitled to condomless sex. Point blank, period. If you don't get...
Oh, wow. That was quite a doozy.
So I want to cover this story. It blew up, okay? It went viral over and over again. Now, the YouTuber is Justin J. He is very popular. He covers things like Housewives of Atlanta, different things. He's very popular. He's actually been around. He's been a YouTuber around since I was in high school. Like, he's been doing his thing. And he goes on his platform. He talks about how he is HIV positive, but that if he meets somebody, he does not tell them, because there's things like PrEP now where it makes it like undetectable. And he says, and you heard him in the clip, that people should not ask people anymore, especially like healthcare professionals, if you have unprotected sex, that's an outdated question because most people are doing it. That's basically his sentiments, and that he is HIV positive and he is entitled to raw sex. So I wanted to ask, is there such entitlement to raw sex regardless of the status? Two Stacks, you had your hand up pretty quick. What you got, Two Stacks?
He needs to go under the jail, through the jail. He's tripping. He crazy. That's wild. That's flagrant. No, no, no. There is no justification for anything he said in that clip. Period.
Facts.
Not at all.
I 100% agree with you. Angel, what you got?
Yeah. So this goes back to what I was saying earlier about this generation just feeling, like they're owed something, right? And they're just, like they're just supposed to just happen. That's actually a crime. Like you cannot be HIV positive and have sex with somebody unprotected. That is murder. That's a crime.
Say it again.
It really it's like a crime. Like, and the fact that he has not been arrested, that is outrageous to me. Now, if somebody was to do him something, then that person would be arrested, which is crazy because I just want self-defense. I feel like you're attacking me. I feel like I'm a victim. You know what I mean? So I don't know. This.
Lots of words. Like a bug. What you got?
Yo, what the hell? No, I mean HIV positive or not, no one's entitled to no damn raw sex.
Mm-hmm.
Hell no. Why wouldn't you want to protect your damn self anyway? That's a whole nother thing. But no, you're not entitled to shit.
Period.
The only thing you're entitled to is to pay taxes and die one day. That's about all the entitlement you got right now.
Period.
But yeah, that's
it.
That's it.
Artiste, I'm gonna sling it to you before I close it up.
What type of shit is this? What type of shit is this?
That's all I got to say.
That's all you got to say?
I can't do nothing with this. This dude wildin', man.
You wildin', right?
You entitled to you entitled to like keep the truth away from somebody?
Yes, that's basically it. And that asking and that medical professionals, when and he was saying he went to the doctor for a nasal drip, so why are they asking about unprotected sex?
Because you got HIV.
Because you have HIV, but also some of those are symptoms. You have like cold-like symptoms with some STD, so they ask you, when is the last time you had unprotected sex? I don't care what appointment I've been to about what, because I'm a woman, one of the first questions they're gonna ask me, you had unprotected sex and are you pregnant? I could be going for a headache. I don't get offended by that because that is what they're supposed to do. It's part of the exam.
Ask me, are you pregnant?
Are you
having sex?
Come on.
Are you drinking? Are you smoking? This shit is just on the list of questions.
It's on the list because they have to, process of elimination, right? Mm-hmm. You're having symptoms. So let me make sure it's not one of these things because it could be something up front because of your behavior. Mm-hmm. So that's why they ask those questions. So I just thought it was really wild that, he thinks like this. And what I want to tell people that he's not the only one. No. This new generation, they think about things totally different. And so you have to be careful. Sure, that's just like, so now when it comes to people's status, they feel like I'm entitled to not protect myself or not protect anyone else, right? They feel like they're entitled to do that. Just like, I'm not trying to ruffle no feathers, just like, certain men think that they're entitled to have periods, right? Mm-hmm. And they want to breastfeed and do everything like women so bad. This new generation is crazy. Okay? They tripping. I don't care what nobody say, they tripping. And listen, he has a big platform. Again, his name is Justin J. If you want to go watch his videos, he's entertaining, he's funny. And so it's not like if you're not a YouTuber, you wouldn't know him, right? Yeah. But he's very popular. Again, he's been doing it since I've been in high school. So his face is known, like if you know him. So I don't know how easy it is for him to hide his status, unless you're not a YouTuber. Some people are not. They probably wouldn't know who he is. But what I want to tell everybody, just be careful out there because they have a lot of Justin Jays out there that feel like I'm entitled to your body, even though what I have could alter your life forever. Okay.
Get out of here.
That's how they feel. So I totally disagree with him. Yeah, and it went viral. People ate him up left, right, up, down, over and over. He still stands on his stance. He makes videos about it all the time. He gets up there and y'all seen the confidence that he spoke with. That question's outdated and all this. Listen. Whatever. Tonight has been Topic Tuesday. We got into some things. When I put that teacup up there, I was not playing. We talked about Cardi B, Tasha K, Alec Baldwin. We talked about so many things. I want to thank Two Stacks and Angel so much tonight for joining us and holding it down and making it a show. Artiste Cologne, I appreciate you being here with me. And like a bug, holding it down over there on TikTok. We're here every Tuesday at 8 p.m. CPT time. CPT. I really hope to see y'all next week. If I don't see y'all next Thursday, not next week. Yeah, come through Thursday for the main event. This week on trivia, we're gonna do something a little different. Two Stacks, I hope you get to make it on Thursday. We're gonna play some music and you have to finish the lyrics. You're gonna get some money if you can finish those lyrics.
$5 every time.
$5 every time. We give away some money on Thursday.
Like 15 every Thursday.
15 every Thursday. So make sure y'all come through on Thursday to the main event. We'll be here at 8 p.m. It's been Look Who's Ranting Now. It's your girl, You're a Good Karma. Peace.
Shout out to you, amazing.
Shout out to you,
man.
Karma. You did that.
She held it
down.
Only on Tuesday. Man, you gotta get you out of here, bro. Killed it. Great host.
I learned from it.
Yeah, whatever.
Yeah, whatever. I'm hungry.
I'll see the video about the dude fought somebody with HIV, and after they beat him up, he was like, "You won. You got HIV." And all the black folks started running like it was a fly or something. You know?
They would. Black folks would do that. Black folks would do that. I can see us doing that too. One run, we all run.
We're live again next week at 7 p.m. CPT time.
Hey.
That was a great stream.
Yeah, that bro tripping, bro.
Oh, man, he gonna